Hello, and welcome back to the madness. So, some of you probably noticed, last week I took off. I didn't make one video. It was hot, which this week's going to be hot too. But I wouldn't make you guys go 2 weeks without a video. That'd just be mean. I did decide on a couple of things. Now, you'll have already seen it, but, today is Monday, and today will be the last what's in the pot until it gets cooler, because it's very hard to come up with recipes when I can't use my oven, my stove. We've been grilling outside because it is that freaking hot. You turn on the, just to make like macaroni and cheese on the stovetop. What, it takes like 20 minutes, and oh my god, the heat that comes out of the kitchen, just having the burner on, plus all the other heat, you know, it's like, screw it. So, we haven't been using the kitchen very much. And I don't feel like trying out new recipes, because if they're an epic fail, well then I can't just throw something in the oven, so. Because I know a lot of you are like, well, you do Instapots. How does that heat up your house? Well, if it's a fail, then I need to be able to put something else in. So. But in the fall, you'll get them. They'll come back. Or if we get a cool day, because you know sometimes you do have cool days in the summer. But right now, it's in the 90s, and it's ridiculous. Which, doesn't it make you mad that the weather says, the Weather Channel, or, you know, the weather people say, it's only 88 degrees out. And then they'll say the feels like is like 90. Well then, you tell me, assholes, why does my temperature thing in my car and outside my house say that it's 95? Can you explain that? I got eaten up 4th of July. And I think I found the worst one to have in the palm of my hand. Oh my gosh, it is itching like crazy. Oh my god, guys, I am so excited. Okay, so I know I got about a week and a half of things to talk about. So all last week, all I did was work on my, and I know I've been bad. I haven't been posting pictures either on Instagram, so you guys can't even see my progress on anything. Which I'll get better, I promise. It's just a lot of crap has been going on, and I've been very depressed. Seasons tree. All I could think of, everything that was going through my head was tree, and it's like, not temperature tree. What was the other one? I'm doing a season tree. Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you. First, I royally screwed up. I miscounted when I cut my fabric, big time. So, I basically had to frog out a big section because I still can, turn what I have into an ornament. When I showed Johnny, he was like, oh my gosh, you can make that an ornament. You can just put some snow on the tree and do a snowman. And I'm like, that's exactly what I was thinking. And he's like, and put a cardinal in the tree. I'm like, well, it's gonna be kind of hard to put a cardinal in the tree to make, you know, so you can actually tell that it's a cardinal. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to find a pattern that has a small, teeny little cardinal, and maybe I'll put the cardinal on the ground by the snowman on the other side of the tree. How about that? I don't know. So then, I mean, I love this pattern. It's one of the only 10. I don't like the season trees most of the time. They're just not my cup of tea. But this one I saw and I fell in love. So, hold on. So I haven't had a hit all day. Well, I just woke up too, so, but, okay, what's going on? Why are we all just, okay, dickhead! No turn signal, no nothing. Dickhead. So, this time I'm like, oh, I gave myself plenty, right? Wrong. Oh my gosh. I am it's either 4 or 5 stitches from the side. I'm like, I can't. So now, I still have to do the one side to make sure, but I did 3 sides. I'm pretty sure the other one is going to fit. If not, I don't care. I really don't care. It's mine, who cares? But I've been obsessed with that all last week. That's all I worked on. And then Thursday, I caught up my temperature tree, which today, when I get home from work, we're shooting Stitchy Time. And you'll get that, well, you'll have already seen it, because I think I'm going to put that up tomorrow, Tuesday. And I'm thinking for my live, now, who knows, but I'm thinking about doing a stitch with me. So, while I stitch and talk. And I'm super excited because now, my Harry Potter stitch along thing, I was getting very frustrated with it. I hate the envelopes at the bottom. Well, I have come up with the best thing for me. And it's my project, so I can do it however I want, right? I have come up with a couple of different things. I did see other people's stuff, so it's not going to be in the same places, but I'm taking out the owl that I've hated. The very first thing I stitched on it, I'm ripping him out, and I'm gonna put the Wampin Willow where the owl is, and then at the bottom I have something very special planned. And I told everyone in my house, and they were all like, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. So, they love it, I love it, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm super excited though. But I started working on it last night, and now mind you, the last time I worked on it, I didn't have my Lowerly stand. Probably saying it wrong, but who cares. I put it in that. Oh my god, I can stitch so much faster on Harry Potter. I I got a page completed last night, and I was like, oh, I got a page done. And before, a page was taking me like a night and a half. And I did a page in like, and now I'm talking about the border part, the parchment paper looking, I don't know what you call it. It's where the chapters, you can see where the chapters divide and end and all that. Anyways, I got one page done, and it was an hour and a half, and I was like, are you kidding me? Because the last time I worked on it and did a page, well, I already told you, it was a good 4 hours. But it's because I don't have to put my hand, I don't have to set down my project, because when you're doing that, you really need to, well, I really need to mark off every stitch I do, because you just keep coming down. So it's not like, the most I've had was 5 stitches in a row. Then you come down and do that pattern. So I was having to put it down, mark it off, pick it up, you know, stitch, put it down, mark it off, because I couldn't hold the cross stitch in my hand and mark off at the same time. Now I'm going so fast on it. Okay, so you guys can see I'm already here. When I come out, I will talk some more. Okay, we are back on the road. So yeah, I'm very excited to go home and cross stitch. I think I can get the one side of the border done. And I think I was going to just do the one side of the border and then do my special thing at the bottom. But I think I'm just going to finish off the, I call it the parchment parts. The dividing of the chapters, whatever the hell you want to call it. But to me it looks like burnt parchment is what they were trying to go for. Or old parchment pieces, I don't know. So, I think for the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to work on Harry Potter, because I have so many things I want to do. I want to change. I'm very excited about the project now again, so, and then who knows, if I get bored, I'll spin the wheel and do something else. But yeah, that's basically my plans. But I'm really thinking tomorrow night I'm going to do a Stitchy Time. Not a Stitchy Time. Stitch With Me Live. The only thing is, it's so hard to keep talking. But I don't want to give up my lives, because I enjoy my lives. But sometimes the lives are very hard to do. When people aren't talkative, I hate dead silence. And I am a very talkative person, but it seems like when I get on there, it's just like everything just floats out of my head. And a lot of times it's hard too, because I do the vlog too. And I don't want to be talking about stuff that I talked about in the vlog, because, you know, because I could talk for a good hour of everything that I talk about in my vlog and keep my life going, but, you know, I feel like I'm a very boring person right now. I feel like I'm a little lady who just likes to cross stitch and listen to audiobooks while she cross stitches. I am so far behind on YouTube. It's ridiculous. My TV shows, I haven't been watching those. And what's really sad is because they've all ended. So, like, I have 2 episodes of Chicago Fire. I think 3 episodes of Chicago PD or police, or I think it's PD. And then I think I have 2 of Chicago Med. I watch all the Chicago ones, if you can't tell. Those ended. I just need to put it on and just... I find, though, it's very hard for me to cross-stitch and watch TV. Because it's the looking up. I love to listen to audiobooks. Oh, dumbass, how about if you get in the right? We're supposed to be going down here. Shoot. Okay. It's just so easy to listen to audiobooks and cross-stitch because you don't have to look up. And you don't have to lose your focus. So... TV show, I feel like I have to constantly look up. Now with diamond painting, it was fine. I can diamond paint and watch TV, no problem. Which I want to get to Cloud Runner. So maybe I'll diamond paint with my live tomorrow. Because I want that one done so bad. Okay, we're just gonna slam on the brakes over here, so... Okay, now you're gonna slam on your brakes, that's not good. All because of one guy? No. Well, I guess I don't have... I do have. Maybe I'll save that for my work, for tomorrow's live. I think I'll save that. Because I do have something that happened over the weekend that is quite BS, if you ask me. So, I really should make little notes. I am a note taker person, so I think that's what I need to do. Have like things to talk about in my vlog and have things to talk about on my live. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here for today unless something happens. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but today is very calm. It's 11:30 and it's 91 degrees and I have 8 deliveries. So I'm hoping to knock these out as fast as I can, go home, make my what's in the pots. It's taco chicken soup. I think that's what it's called. Some people call it I don't know what now I can't think of what it's called. But you they recommend that you actually crumble up oh my god, why do I keep saying tortilla chips. Yeah, tortilla chips in it. It looks so good. Which I already know Jonathan's gonna bitch about it. Jonathan doesn't like beans. He doesn't like chili because it has beans. Last time I made soup, he's like, it's a chili. I said, no, it's a soup. He's like, it's got beans in it. It's chili. I'm like, no, it's not. Go away, little boy. He can go get a Little Caesar pizza. He can get his discount again. Oh no, he doesn't work today. That's right. Him and Morgan are going to be spending the day in the pool, if he likes it or not. Last night she was in the pool until like 10:30, 11 o'clock. She actually scared me. because when I cross stitch, I turn off all the lights except for the light that's on my cross stitch. And last night I was catching up on YouTube, so I just have the TV on, and which was cool because I was watching Amy's Stitch with Me, Creativity by Gidge. So I didn't have to look what she was doing, unless I did keep looking up what she was talking about, backstitching and stuff like that, because I wanted to see her backstitch. But I was so into mine, I really didn't even watch that. So I'm like, oh, someone really needs to just do an up close. Here, Becky, this is how you do backstitch because you're too stupid to figure it out. Can someone just do that video for me? I've looked up backstitch videos and I don't like how they teach. And they don't zoom in good enough, and it's like, no, I need it zoomed in and I need to know all the different ways. So, yeah. So I might rewatch that one when I can just like focus and see if I can see how she's doing her backstitching. So I really want to learn backstitch because I have a lot of backstitching because of my own changing things up. Now I'm going to have a lot of backstitching to do, and I really need to get it down. So, yeah. But anyways, it's dark. I forgot she was in the pool, so when she came, because to go to the pool, you had to walk through my kitchen, walk through the laundry room, walk through my bedroom, and then you're outside, because my bedroom is really a, you would call it a den, is what it's meant to be, or a family room, but it's my bedroom, along with storage and washer, dryer and refrigerator, and yeah, I don't give a shit. Once the kids are moved out, I will have my bedroom, which John is still saying that we're going to stay in here and we're going to make the other bedroom my craft room. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Anyways, God, I'm just rambling today. She walked through the kitchen and I jumped, and she's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "You scared me." I go, "I forgot you were swimming out there, so yeah, you startled me." She's like, "I'm sorry." I said, "Did Jonathan ever go out there with you?" She goes, "No, he's too busy with Destiny because there's something going on, and if he does all this stuff, he can win a shirt. He did it last time they offered it, and he got the shirt. So he's determined to get the shirt this time." And she's like, "But tomorrow, I have the day off, and he will be going swimming with me for a little bit." I'm like, "Okay, not my problem. You go control your man." So when she puts her foot down, he listens. It's kind of funny. But he was funny last night. Was it last night? Yeah, after she got out of the pool, he came through, and I, told him my exciting news about Harry Potter, and he loved it, and how excited I was that I could stitch so much faster, and he was like, "Oh, that's so cool." But he goes, "Well, I got some good news. You want to hear my good news?" And I'm like, "Sure, what's your good news?" He goes, "I figured out Morgan." I'm like, "What do you mean you figured out Morgan?" Because I can make Morgan do whatever I want her to do. And I'm like, "Okay." I go, "How do you do that?" "You ask her to do something, and if she hesitates, all you have to say is, 'You can watch Criminal Minds while you do it.'" I'm like, oh my God. You guys are hilarious. So he never told me what he got her doing. Probably folding laundry. That's probably it, because he was washing laundry all day yesterday. Well, not all day. So that had to be it. why are we starting to yawn? It's only almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon. He just cracks me up. Okay, I don't know. You have the stop sign, so I don't. Wasn't sure if I was allowed to go, if they were allowed to go on that one. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to start writing me a list of things to talk about during my live. And it's a short list right now, but who knows? But if something really good happens, I'll get back on with you guys. Okay, so we will probably see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday. Why does my car smell like... smoker? That's weird. That's really weird. I mean, I could see if this was yesterday, my car smelling like the smoker, because we did smoke on 4th of July, but today, it's just weird. Or maybe it's my shirt. Nope. Huh. Are we gonna wait forever to turn? Oh. So, yesterday was busy after I got home. I had to make a What's in the Pots. Well, first me and Becca did the Stitchy Time video. Then we did What's in the Pot. Then cleaned the kitchen, because I want to try to get in the habit of cleaning the kitchen that night. Because, and my family doesn't understand this. It feels so good in the morning to walk, because I had to walk through the kitchen to go to the bathroom to take a shower. I constantly have to walk through the kitchen because my bedroom is off of the kitchen. So I'm constantly walking through there, and it's just really nice in the morning to walk through a clean kitchen. But no one understands that. Turn my air back on. This is ridiculous. It's already, okay, so it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already 80 degrees out here. What does that tell you? You need the damn air on. Okay. We have an early one today. But it's right by the shop, so it's not like I had to go in. Because usually if I have a 10 o'clock, I like to be at the shop by 8 o'clock. But it's literally right across the street. Because if it's 10 o'clock, I like to have it delivered by 9:30. So, and I'm a little stiffy. So anyways, we cleaned the kitchen, and we all worked as a team. That was the cool part. Now that, I'll have to show you guys too. I organized, there's that word, Miss Coffee. I organized my kitchen. So what I did was I bought 2 shelving units. Now people, I'm 5'2". I am short. So when my crock pots and air fryer and my other Instapots is either on top of the cabinets, which everyone with the on top of the cabinets has to get out the step stool, or on top of the refrigerator, which John and Jonathan can get stuff off the refrigerator without getting the step stool. Okay, this is driving me crazy. This cannot be happening today. stuff's up there, I can't use it. Or, well, I can, but it's very hard to get up on the step stool, and I still can't reach parts of the back of the fridge like all the other people can in my house. So I stopped using like my air fryer and stuff like that. In fact, it was like 2 weeks ago, John was doing this whole fried food. It was cheese sticks, cheese curds, jalapeno poppers, hamburgers, and I was going to air fry some French fries because I didn't want to make it in grease. But I was like, oh, forget it. I'm not climbing up there to get the damn air fryer. And he was already doing everything else, so I didn't feel comfortable asking him to get it down. So that night I was sitting there thinking, you know, I need to do something. I need to figure something out. Now, once the kids move out, where all of their stuff is in the Florida room, I was going to make that like craft storage, just because, okay, here's the thing. That room gets either very hot or very cold. There's no in-between beautiful temperature in there. It's either freezing or burning up. So you can only put stuff out there that, you know, won't get affected by the temperatures. So I was going to put all of my appliances out there and, you know, crafty stuff that doesn't get affected by temperature. Like my cutting mats and my cutting boards and, you know, stuff like that. So I was sitting there and I'm thinking and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to put a shelving unit in the back. Because at my work we have these shelves that we put our deliveries on and our containers and stuff, and you can, my main thing was that I wanted adjustable so I could put it at different heights. So Friday night, me and Becca built one, and then Saturday we built the other one and organized everything. So now it was so nice last night. This was the whole point of saying this. Last night, after we were done using the Instapot, to get it off of my counter and put it on the rack where it belongs. And then I even went a little further, which the kids kind of think I'm crazy about, but that's okay. Because the other day, John had pulled out some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And that day, he helped me work. He came into work and helped me. So I was like, you know what? I'll cook dinner. So I surprised him while he was taking a nap that I made the chicken. And he was very thankful for that too. But the thing that made me mad is I knew what I wanted to use, but because my kitchen was so unorganized and couldn't find anything, now I have a bin that I can just pull out, or a bucket, I don't know what you call it. It's got a lid that snaps on and everything. All of my like shake and bakes and cornflakes, I wanted to do the cornflakes, but I couldn't find the damn cornflakes. The cornflakes breading, the Italian breading, you know, all those things that you like bread meat with are in one container. So when I want to bread my chicken, I can just pull that container and see what it's in there, because we have all the varieties of shake and bake, you know, so I can see. And another thing too, I can see if we're getting low to go buy some, because that day when I went to go bread, we had it, all I had was Italian breadcrumbs and the cornflakes that I couldn't find. So when me and John went shopping, was that Friday? Sunday? No, I don't know when we went shopping. That's strange. Huh, it was sometime that week, but that week was so busy. I make sure to get all the varieties, you know. So, I don't know, it works for me, but I'll show you guys. Okay, we are pulling up. I'm going to end it here. And if anything exciting happens, I'll come back and talk to you about it. But I didn't get any stitching done because, you know, making 2 videos in one night. And then editing, and oh my god, I apologize about the editing on the Stitchy Time. Oh, when I get back, I'll talk about Stitchy Time. Okay, so, I've been thinking, I know this is a very dangerous thing, but I've been thinking, I just don't like how my Stitchy Time videos are coming out. And I know what it is. It's because I'm in front of the camera. I can't handle seeing myself. Because all I want to do is just like critique my facial expressions and de-animate myself, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm too animated, and then I try to, I don't know. So, the next Stitchy Time, I'm going to try to do it where I'm not in front of the camera. Which I think would be better too, because I can focus in on the stitching. I feel like I'm not holding it up in the right place, and this way I can play around with my camera angles and get it exactly where you'll be able to see the stitching longer, and not me just shakily hanging it up, holding it up there. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it, but I don't like how my Stitchy Time videos are coming out, and I really don't like being in front of the camera. So it's very easy just to say, let's just do the Stitchy Time next week. We'll just do it next week. That's why I didn't get one for a whole month, because I just didn't want to be in front of the camera. So, yay. Yeah, but I didn't get any stitching done last night. Well, I did. I put maybe 10 stitches in, but then I got to talking with Becca, and I was holding my stitchy for about an hour, but never put another stitch in. Then I just pushed it away. I said, why am I even doing this? I'm just taking tonight off. It's fine. It's fine. So, yeah. See, I told you it was just right across the street. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to get in here and get my orders all together. It's a very busy day. Tonight I am going live, and I think I'm gonna stitch, because why not? I want to do Harry Potter. So yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow, which, I mean, it's not like you're gonna see me tomorrow, you know what I mean? It's gonna be all in one video. So anyways, okay, I'm just going to be quiet right now and just turn off the camera. Yeah. Good morning. It is Thursday. You get the vlog today. Okay, so, you didn't see me yesterday because I didn't work yesterday. But trust me, I worked. I was trying to do my taxes. Yay! So let me explain. We found out that I was doing my taxes wrong for the last 2 years. There's this stupid little box, and it really makes me mad, because to find this box I had to go, so I use TurboTax. So you do step by step where it prompts you for everything. And I love TurboTax because it prompts you for everything. You don't miss anything. So, then you can click forms and you can see every single little question box that you can answer. And then when you print out your taxes, it doesn't look like the forms. It like makes it all nice and pretty and takes out the boxes that you don't check. Even the boxes you do check, it's not on there. So what was happening, because I deliver flowers, I am what they call a contract driver. So basically I have my own business to deliver flowers. So I get a 1099. Well, John works for the same company. He gets a 1099. So what I thought was happening is because I was saying you have to, which I really don't like this, you have to say what your business is. So I put flower delivery. Even if you're doing a W-2, you have to put what you are so they can prompt you with more questions, which yesterday I did my friend's taxes and I didn't put anything and I still got prompted for everything under the sun. So it doesn't matter if you put something there or not. So anyways, what the problem was is because I put flower delivery for me and deliver flowers for John. So, because I was thinking, well, maybe, oh, hold on, I gotta run in. We're at a plate. It is 8:23 in the morning. We have earlies. So, hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so, and when you're doing this, it never prompts you to say what I'm going to explain. So, because what was happening is all the business was going under my name. Even though we had separate 1099s, for some reason it was all going under my name. So it was showing that John had made no money. How I found out was a year ago, last year, went to go, I was going to help the kids get a loan to buy a house, you know, be a co-signer. And the guy was like, it's showing that your husband made no income. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's not showing that he made anything. I'm like, I don't understand this. So, yesterday, I finally was like, oh, and John was all mad. So, he said the wrong thing to me. He said, well, maybe you just need to pay someone to do our taxes, Becky. No, you don't say that to me because I've been doing our taxes for the last 5 years. Now, before we became contract drivers, I did our taxes when we were W-2s. W-2s are the easiest thing in the world to do. So, I was like, I've been doing it for 5 years. So, 3 times I did it right. Something the last 2 years is just something I have to go in and figure out. And I have 2016 that I can compare, okay, what's different? But first I wanted to go in and just try to figure it out myself. So I was thinking because, at first I had flower delivery for both of us. So then I changed the name. That didn't work. So I went into the forms And I noticed that it said, oh, and when I went to go try to, okay, so when I went back to the 1099 part, it kept saying my name. And I'm like, change it, put John's social security in, because it was putting my social security in for that 1099. I'm like, no, what the, oh, I gotta put the address in. What the hell is the problem here? So, it was just a big frickin' mess. Oh, what am I gonna do? I don't know where I should go. What will be the fastest? Okay. I gotta put this in real fast, guys. It won't take me long. So, I'm like, okay, and I went to forms to see where it was messing up. And I got to the place and it said, and I thought they were separate. This is where I got all mixed up. So it looked like I was at the place where, you know, because I went and changed it to John, so now it was showing John's social security. So the one box right underneath, it's the Schedule C part. It says taxpayer owns the business. Underneath it, it says spouse owns the business. So I was thinking, oh, we're at John's part, I'm going to put taxpayer. Did it all. Then I saved it to my computer, brought it up. Now everything's in John's name. I'm like, what the hell? Well, at that point, Jonathan came out, which I already knew. He told me like 4 hours in advance, which was cool, at 10:30 when I started the taxes. So for 4 hours, I was playing around just trying to figure this out. We get in the car, and I'm like, I think I have it figured out, but I don't have it figured out. There's got to be something I'm missing. Yeah, if I would have just read the question underneath it, it said taxpayer and spouse owns the business. Did that, my taxes are perfect. So by the time that all happened, it was 3:30, and then my friend came over and I did her taxes and her daughter's taxes. And then I told John, I said, I just need to take like an hour break. All I've been doing all day is taxes, which I know I told you that's what I was going to do all day, but I just need a break. I never went back to the taxes last night. After that hour break, then we had dinner, and I'm like, John, my eyes are just tired. I'm just going to do this when I get home. Because he's all freaked out that they had to be in by July 15th. Well, if you owe, they need to be in by July 15th. But if you don't owe, it doesn't matter. As long as it's by October something. Because that's when you can't e-file anymore. But he's all, July 15th, July 15th. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. We're not even going to go there because he never knows what he's talking about. He just listens to all the fake frickin' news. Anyways, so, I told him, I said, listen, when I get home from work tomorrow, I said, I don't care how tired I am, I will get the taxes done. I said, I will promise you the taxes will be in before July 15th. I just need to stop. I said, anyways, I'm very tired. Do you really want me to be doing our taxes when I'm exhausted? He's like, yeah, no, I guess that isn't a good idea. I said, I thank you for giving me the day off to work on the taxes, but I did a lot. It wasn't like I was just sitting on my phone playing. I was doing taxes. He's like, yeah, so whatever. So that that's why you didn't get the vlog yesterday. And the reason you didn't get the live is because I thought it was going to be a crappy live. To be honest with you. Things are not... Things are very tense in my house, is the way I'm going to explain it. So, it's very hard to be upbeat in my house and try to do a live and try to think of things to talk about when there's like this bad vibes in the house. That's the only way I can explain it. There's just a lot of tension. So, I didn't feel like going live because I didn't want a whole bunch of dead air, basically. That's exactly why. I didn't want to be just sitting there and not talking. And lately there's only been like a handful of people in my live, so it's not like which I am not one of those people that have my, where does it want me to go? No, I'm not doing that. Audience, what do you want to call them? My subscribers, to keep the conversation going. I like to get the conversation going, and then, sure, I pay attention to you guys and laugh, and, you know, we get on different subjects with each other. But I'm not going to just let you guys have to support the chat. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? I want to get on there and have things to talk about and not have to just sit there in silence because no one's chatting in the chat and I have nothing to say. So, I didn't feel right about going live, so I didn't go live. I did get a lot of stitching done Tuesday night. I didn't get any stitching done last night because when my eyes are tired, there's no way I'm cross-stitching because the next day all I'll be doing is frogging. And I hate frogging. That's why I count 3 times. Which, I mean, sometimes I still have to frog because I don't know how to count past 5. But, you know, well, sometimes it's past 4. But anyways. And it's usually because my eyes are too tired and I think it's 5 and it's only 4, and yeah, I put an extra stitch in there, or I leave out a stitch because I looked at it and saw 4 and it was really 5. Yeah. So, no stitching last night. It's hotter than hell, like I said. It's, oh my God, not even 9 o'clock in the morning. And our temperature outside is already 84 degrees with, I would have to say, 75% humidity, if not more. It is one sticky, icky, yucky mess out here. Which, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Okay, dude, are you just going to get on the expressway the right way? Thank you. Well, I need to get a sip. Excuse me while I take a little sip here. As I crack open the Coke. Yeah, today is a Coke day. Because I was so stressed yesterday, I got Taco Bell. Because that's my comfort food. If I'm upset or just want comfort food, I go to Taco Bell. Well, if you don't go to Taco Bell like I used to go to Taco Bell, when you have Taco Bell, ugh, you don't feel good. So I have that, like, soured stomach. Ugh. So I needed a Coke today. which we have been really good. Oh no, I dropped a cap. Damn it. Now I can't hit any bumps, or I will have pop all over my thingy here. I need to just get over. Yep, you just got over. You saw what I saw. Thank you, dude. We haven't had any pop in the house in, has it been 2 or 3 weeks since we've given up pop? I don't know. But I only drink it if, oh, someone lost their dishwasher. That's sad. Aww. Or was that a washing machine? I don't know. It's an appliance sitting in the middle of the freeway. That's very dangerous too, because you don't know how many people cut through that lane where you're not supposed to cut through the lane to go to the other expressway. Okay, so I don't know what I was just about to say, because it looked like a washer when I got it to the back end of it. Washer being in the road, which sidetracked me big time. I don't know. You will get a What's in the Pot Monday. Morgan showed me a recipe that you actually make on the barbecue grill, or you can make it in the oven. And I don't think there'll be a way to mess it up. Well, there's always a way to mess it up, but we're gonna use our brains and not mess it up. And we're gonna do 2 different pans. We're gonna do one a normal person would eat, and then one the way Becky likes to eat. Meaning no vegetables, no nothing. Just the cheese and meat. That's all I need. So, and then I think I'm gonna surprise Jonathan, because what it is like, oh, how do you pronounce it? Queso dip? I think that's what it's called. Okay, why am I behind a semi now? Jonathan came to me probably about 2 weeks ago, and he was like, Mom, could we try this? And I'm like, try what? He goes, it's so cool. You take the picnic table and you cover it totally in tin foil. Okay. Because then you just lay a whole bunch of tortilla chips all over the table. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, then you pour cheese sauce over it. It's the ultimate nacho. And I'm like, okay. Because then people just sit wherever they want to sit, and you have nachos right in front of you on the table. I see this being very wasteful. I said, okay, here, I'll do you one better. Instead of just saying, no, that's wasteful, Jonathan, I'll cover the whole table in tin foil. And how about if we just make a pile in front of you? You can put the biggest pile you want to put in front of you, and we'll do it that way. Put it on the tin foil, make, you're eating off the table with no plates, because that's the cool thing to do. He's like, I'd be good with that. I'm like, okay. I said, you could even make little piles and travel all around the damn table if you want. He's like, I see where you're going with that. I'm like, yeah. I said, I just think it's very wasteful, because who's going to eat it all? He's like, I'll eat it all. I say, yeah, now you say you'd eat it all. But when it gets to it, you wouldn't be able to eat half of the table. So, no. I mean, if we did it, he wouldn't even be able to eat, like, whoa. No. We're not playing what's in the pot. And I told Morgan, I said, Jonathan's been wanting to do this nacho thing. We'll do the nacho thing on the table. She's like, you're going to spread it. I said, no. And I explained. She goes, oh, that makes sense. And like, Jonathan cannot eat that whole table of nachos. And she's like, not in one setting, but knowing him, he would eat half of it, go in the pool, come back out, eat more. And I'm like, yeah, but then you have the flies, and no. She goes, yeah, exactly. She goes, I like your ideal better. I'm like, thank you. I mean, you can put as big of a pile you want. So, that's what we're going to do. I don't know what day. I want to make sure that both of the kids aren't working. So, if it's not this Monday's What's in the Pot, it will be next Monday's, because I think Morgan has all of her days off. I think she's working the rest of the week. The only hope we would have would be Sunday, because I know her new week starts Sunday. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to get to them and say, hey, when are you here? When are you here? Or if Morgan works the morning shift or the... Okay, so there's two different morning shifts. There's one morning shift where she goes in, she has to leave the house at, what is it? She either starts at 6 or 6:30. I can't remember which one it is. Or she works the shift where she starts at, it's either 9 or 10, and then she's home by 5 or 6. So if she's home by 6, then we could do it if Jonathan's home too, which Jonathan usually doesn't work nights. So we'll figure it out. God, I've been rambling for 20 minutes already. Holy crap. Wow. I had a lot to say today. I hope I didn't bore you with the taxes, but that's what I was dealing with yesterday. And oh my God, I just wanted 4 hours just to find out that it was one freaking box that I didn't click, and it didn't even prompt me, so it just assumed, which really makes me mad, because when you fill out the 1099, you put John, you put his social security. So why are you going to change it? And see, that's where about 2 hours of my time went, was I just focused on the 1099, kept trying to change it to his, and it kept changing it back to me, and I'm like, how are you doing this? And then I restarted the program, you know. Maybe there was a glitch. Could that have been it? I don't know. Yeah. Looking at all the other taxes. Yeah, it was not fun. So. It's going to be so hot today. But I want to stitch. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I guess I should just end it here. I have no progress to show you because I show cross stitch in my stitchy times, and that's all I've been doing. I haven't been coloring, I haven't been diamond painting. I have just been stitching my little heart out, and oh my God, I am loving it. We'll talk about stitching for just until we get to the delivery. We have 5 minutes till we're there. I'll cut it off while we're at the delivery. So, which I need Van Dyke. I need to pay attention a little bit. I had Harry Potter in 11 by 11 Q-Snap. Now, you know I always tease about my arms, that I have T-Rex arms. Well, it's kind of hard to stitch with T-Rex arms on 11 by 11. Now, I noticed when it was on the right side, very close to the side of the Q-Snap, I had no problem. You know what? You didn't have a turn signal on, so go. He wasn't even. Oh, you are just it's a penis syndrome. Oh, I hate big trucks. He was revving his engine at me for no reason, and then staring me in my eyes. Okay, pervert. Okay, we're turning here. So, sidetracked. The first night that I stitched on Harry Potter, I got a page and a half done. Now, mind you, it's the parchment paper toward the dividers of the chapters, so it's not like full coverage. I did a page, but to do the same page, holding it in my hand, took, I think, 5 hours. Maybe, we'll say 6. We'll say 6. It took me 3 hours to do a page and a half. Because I don't have to set down the Q-Snap, mark the pattern, because with this pattern, you're only doing, the most stitches I did in a row was 6. So you're constantly having to mark it off because it's confetti parchment paper. It's a pain in the butt. Did I? No, okay. The sun was hitting my GPS and it looked like I passed where I was supposed to go, but no. And I need to pay attention because this isn't back. This is crashing. Okay. So, I was super excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be able to knock this out, right? Well, I asked Becca, I said, should I keep going down the side? Or maybe I should go in the middle so then all the top part of the parchment paper is done, because my whole point was, now I need to be going sideways, and it would be easier to go from the middle and go sideways and work towards the right instead of going, I don't know how to describe it. You'd have to do a lot of counting where there could be a lot of mistakes, but if you went from the middle and worked over, well then there's less chance of messing it up, put it that way. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I get it all in the Q-Snap, and within 5 minutes, my shoulder was killing me because of how I was having to stretch my T-Rex arm all the way over to push the needle. I'm like, oh my God, this is not working. So I'm like, okay, what if I put it in an 8x8? That was a joke. That was a joke. So then I'm like, well, maybe I can make my own, because I need like a 9.5 by 9.5. Or I was thinking, what if I made a 11 by 6? Because I was thinking, shouldn't I just be able to do that? It wasn't working for me, because then it would be a, oh my God, first graders know this shape. Rectangle? Yes. It would be a rectangle instead of a square, and then I could just make sure that the rectangle was going from bottom to top when I put my stuff in, so I would have a big area, but I wouldn't be, you know, at the edge. You know what I'm saying? I would be at the edge instead of being in the middle, so I can control the Q-Snap better. That didn't work. So I'm like, oh God, Becca, what is our biggest hoop? So she went and got me a hoop, and the hoop is working. I don't know why, but it is. So I think it's a 9-inch hoop, so that would make sense. Okay, so where am I going? Yep, I can go. So I'm all excited about that, but that took a good hour of trying to figure out how I could even, because I really wanted to. Okay, this sounded like it was a church. Are you kidding me? I'm delivering to a home. Yep, I'm delivering to a home. Oh, they're having the service in the yard. Okay, that makes sense then. Probably because the funeral homes won't let them do anything. But they said that the service is at 10 o'clock. I love being lied to. Okay, so anyways, my plan is to, excuse me, finish my taxes and hopefully be able to stitch tonight. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye, guys. It is Friday. Yep, you're getting a bonus day. So when I got home yesterday, I pulled into my driveway, and my car temperature said it was 107 degrees at, I think it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, I was talking to you guys. I don't remember what it was now, but it started early in the morning getting hotter. Now, like I bitched about a couple of days ago, I'm like, oh, well, let me see what the weather app says. The weather app said it was 85 degrees, but feels like 95. Why can't these weather people get it together? And I even drove by a sign. Now, I know my car is usually 2 to 3 degrees higher than what it actually is, because, you know, it's a car. It's going to keep the heat in. But yesterday I did not turn off my car at all. My air was running the whole damn time. And I passed the sign, and the sign said it was 102 degrees. So why can't the weather people get their shit together? Really? Makes me mad. Where are they recording the weather, the temperature they think it is? I don't know. So, anyways, I am not good with heat, especially now. I mean, this is how pathetic it was yesterday. I was driving through some subdivisions that were covered in trees, so there's tons of shade. I was doing 5 miles per hour in the shade, because when I'm in the shade, it's so much cooler. Because I'm short, I sit basically hugging the steering wheel, which puts me totally in the sun. So when it's hot outside, or the sun's shining, because I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was Tuesday, it was 95 degrees. My car was saying that it was 92, but I didn't feel like it was 92 to me. There was no humidity to that day, and the sun was behind clouds, so the sun wasn't shining on me. But yeah, being baked in the sun all day long, I was sick when I got home. I probably had sun poisoning. So I totally forgot that I had to do the video. You can ask Becca. Oh, by the way, Tiny Pufferfish is in the car with us.
Hello.
I was about to say, you can ask Becca. I came home, I sat in my chair for maybe 5 minutes, and then I went to my bedroom and had fans just pointed on me. I took, what, a 2-hour nap?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hour nap. And I just stayed in my bedroom because I was sick. So you get a little extra video, and this will be put up today. I've decided we're not going to do a stitchy time video because there's really nothing to show you. I have one part of the parchment done. So, like I stated, my goals for July is just to work on the Harry Potter sale. So that's what I will strictly be working on. It's really fun. It's just this week has been 90, high 90s all week, and I just don't do good in the sun. So I haven't been cross-stitching because, oh yeah, and then what, Wednesday, or was that Tuesday? I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Tax hell.
Yeah.
Which I still have to do my taxes. This year's taxes. Which I plan on doing that tomorrow. We have a wedding tomorrow.
Pick up or
Drop off. Bloomfield Hills. So, to a church.
easy.
Yeah, the only thing is the only thing that's going to be a pain in the ass is if they tell us the wrong time and we have to sit there and wait for the church to open.
That's always a pain.
That's always a pain. But it really, I mean, it's a pain, but it's not because me and Becca have our phones, so we just listen to the radio, watch YouTube, and play on our phones. So it's a pain, but it's not a pain, but it's a pain. It's aggravating. Did you not know you were going there? Because
You could have went through it 10 seconds ago.
I mean, thank you. I have someone who agrees with people's driving here. Becca, your hair is looking so beautiful. Oh, and we got amazing news. I know I haven't been on to tell you this, or maybe I just forgot. When did I find out? Oh, it was late yesterday, right?
Is it about me?
Yes, it's about you.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Oh,
bus! You gotta be fucking kidding me!
Dickhead.
We almost got sideswiped, just so you know. That's what that scream was. Thank God this guy over here saw, because he moved over too. Oh my God. My heart is now in my chest.
Yesterday I was at the post office.
Oh yeah, thank you, Becca. Let's talk about what it is.
Waiting to send off packages that I had. So I'm playing on my phone waiting in line when I see something about housing for college.
You gonna sideswipe me again? Because this is not gonna happen, asshole. Now the bus got behind me and was trying to push me. Dickhead. Okay, sorry. Back to the good news. Oh, what a fucking trip.
So anyways, I see the email and I open it and it says, check out, housing application is now open for people to review their finalization. And of course we pull into the shop.
No, you can keep going.
Okay. So I open it, not really expecting anything because I was hoping for a single room, but I wasn't holding my breath. And open the email, log into my housing portal, and the first words I see are my favorite hall's name, COVID-19 single room.
Oh, they had already put you in it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So you didn't have to like search and try to find one available. They had already placed you in it.
Yep.
Now, I'm not sure, this is why I'm asking. When they were available, because I remember you told me you had to wait till July something to see if any were available. Then did you make a request that you wanted one, but you just had to wait to see if it was open, or they just put you in one?
When they were first doing the COVID-19 adjustments, we had to put our preferences for what kind of room we wanted.
Okay, so they already knew your preference.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And Walton COVID-19 single was the top of the list.
Oh God. So we are super excited that she's got her room by herself. There won't be anyone in her room stealing her shit.
All I have to do is just share a bathroom.
Just share a bathroom, which we'll make sure that you have. If we can't find Clorox wipes, we'll get you tons of rags with bleach, and so you can keep safe and keep clean. Okay, so that was our little update. I am going to process this and get this up as soon as possible. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and sorry for the scare back there. And Maggie, sorry for swearing. I said the bad words, and I'm sorry. So, bye guys!